guys, Mark the Guitar Guy here. We are doing the advanced lesson today on Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House, the Kiwi classic song for you guys for New Zealand Music Month. We're going to be breaking down some of the cool things that are going on with the version that I do of this. By the way, I don't do this in the original key. You probably gather that for a lot of songs I do. So I do my own version of it in my own key for my voice because that's important. And so we're going to get into starting with the right hand of the song. It's in the key of G. And we've got a right hand pattern that's happening. We've already shown you the basic version of this. Now I'm going to show you a bit more of a percussive version of it, okay? So the pattern that's going on is over and over. It's this. I'm just doing a G chord to show you it. Now if I take away my G chord and I just have my fingers over the strings to make the chickadee chickadee sound, we get this. Now to look at that, it just looks like I'm going or whatever. So what I'm doing there is, and it's like focusing right in on what I'm doing here, is I'm doing a downstroke, nice and, I'm actually continually doing down up strokes, like so all the down ups are in there, down up, 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 which is the whole pattern of down ups. There's lots of them, but I'm just putting them all in different spaces to create the drum groove pretty much. So I'm going, so what I'm doing is pulling, the first down strum is strong, and then it's like down, up, down, up. That next up stroke is quite strong. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. That's really important, that part. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So those are really the only two strong beats in there, but there's also a percussive thing that's happening, a pulse that's happening with my palm. Lots going on. So, but if you get to start off with just doing like a G chord and going down, down, starting with that tick up. So what I'm doing is making the downstroke part of it on the top strings, and the upstroke that I'm really pulling out. These are the two that I'm pulling out. The first downstroke on the top strings, and that real good strong upstroke is mostly the bottom strings. Makes it more percussive sounding. And all the other notes are very feathery, very light. They're almost this light, guys. Like I'm barely holding the pick here. And I'm just adding in like some other things with the right hand as well to add a bit of percussiveness, with the palm muting side of things, okay? Really important. Lots of stuff going on there, but if you can master one of those things, which is just like the actual percussive pattern of it, and then worry about the rhythm, the palm muting later on, is probably the way to go. Okay, so left hand, let's have a look at what's going on with that. So if I'm doing the G chord, I'm actually helping the upstroke. So after the upstroke, I'm actually bringing the fingers down to mute the strings a bit. So, and I'm releasing the chord a little bit. So going, so what's happening there? It's on, and it's pretty much on and off. Like the chord's on and it's off, on. So when you combine it with the right hand strumming technique, you get this. So you can sort of hear that percussiveness happening. So obviously my playing is very percussive because I'm used to doing that sort of stuff, but if that's how you want to sound, that's how you have to do that. So let's get into the intro and all some cool chords that are going on within that. So that's the rhythm side of things. So we've got a cool chord, the Jimi Hendrix chord I call it, for the intro. Now I'm playing the bottom 4 strings here. Now from the bottom string it's 3, 3, first finger's covering those. I've got an open string on the G string, which is the 3rd string, and my 3rd finger is playing the 5th fret on the string above that, which is the 4th string. So we end up with this 5, 0, 3, 3, 5, 0, 3, 3. And I'm doing that intro. And it's got a real jingly Hendrix chord sound to it, nice kind of drone to it. Then we slide it down 2 frets and I just add my little finger to the exact same shape, which we end up with a 3, 0, 1, 3. That's all we've got for the intro. So just those 2 chords. Then from there it's into the chords of the verse. We've got a G, we've got an E minor 9. E minor 9 is 0, 2, 2, 0, 3, 3. It's basically the Oasis chord or the Wish You Were Here chord if you want to call it that. And then we've got either C or a C add 9, and then a B7 is just as the same. So it's pretty much that's what I'm doing. And the E minor 9 I'm doing with 1 finger, but you can do it with 2 if you want to. So C add 9, and then nice nice easy transition down to a B7. They kind of help each other out. Then from then, the difference is for the chorus, instead of doing C, D, I'm doing C and then dragging the same shape of the C shape up 2 frets, gives us that D9 sound. Then G minor 9. So this is the chorus. Pretty simple. When you add that with all the stuff going on with the right hand, which hopefully you've programmed, and you're adding that in with the chords, it makes a big difference. So that's what's going on that part. We've got the other part is the breakdown section, which is not too hard. So what I'm doing there, I'm doing a G chord, and I'm doing this little thing what really hard to explain completely what I'm doing, but I'm doing a G chord. I'm lifting off my other fingers, my first and my finger and my little finger, and I'm using them. I'm using the rest of those 2 fingers to do the chord. The way I'm doing that is I'm muting the 5th string and I'm muting the bottom string, which is the 1st string. So if I tab that out, it'll be 3 nothing 0 0 0. No, 0 0 3. Sorry, then nothing. So 3 nothing 0 0 3 nothing. Gives you a very drony G, but it also leaves my first finger and my little finger to be able to play any note. Like there's a little scale inside that shape, and you can see where that is. It's all at the 2s and the 4s. Obviously that's an advanced version of it, but you just put fingers on and off through that and you can awesomize that chord. So here's a G. You can use that for any song, by the way. Anything that's in the key of G, it's all going to sound cool, okay? Then there's an E minor, and I might add like an E extra note in the bottom there. There's an E minor 9. I might change a note from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, but those are kind of subtle. You may not notice those things. And the other chords are just basic chords from there. Then we've got a C. And what was that? It's a C and G, that's right. So once again, that's a Hendrix thing. It's obvious why I'm doing Hendrix stuff, because of the dude right there. There's a C chord, and I'm doing this cool little slidey thing there, which is really worthwhile learning, because it's actually kind of handy for any time you're doing one of those bar chords. So here's my C chord, so it's 3, 5, 5, 5. I'm aiming at those strings. Then I slide up my 3rd finger from the 5th to the 7th, and my finger goes and replaces those notes I was doing with my little finger with my 1st finger. That sort of thing, and you can muck around with that quite a lot. There's actually quite a lot you can do with that C chord, but we haven't got time. We're only doing C for a little bar, for half a bar, C for half a bar. So I've only got time to really do a little riff like that. And I'm doing that same thing I did with the G, the awesomizing of the G. And then we just go to an F chord. You can either do an F like that, which is like a thumb over the top F, or an F like this. But if I do the thumb over the top version, I can add my little finger and do almost that Hendrix shape we had before, okay? That's pretty much most of the stuff that's going on in the song. So a lot of things going on in there, but all those chords can be transferred to other things that you might be playing. And instead of doing a C to a D like that, you might want to try and see if that works for the song. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but they're kind of cool things. So these can be translated to any song, all these chords. So hopefully that helps. There's some cool stuff going on there. Don't be too worried if it's too advanced for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out there that have electric guitars, that want to get into some electric guitar playing, because Wednesday we do electric guitar Wednesdays. I'm so excited about that. We're going to really, really kick ass with that. So if you've got any comments, leave them below. It's great to hear from you. I read every single comment. I truly do. I may not reply to every comment, but I do take them all on board. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Please subscribe, tell your friends. Can't wait to see you. I'm so excited. We'll see you next time.